Okay, I'm ready for this one. I'm ready, okay. Okay, computer, re-listen. Getting deeper into this. Like, after the bends, it's like you're getting the shit, basically. You're getting a lot of the shit on the bends, but what I'm saying is it's just like consistent, really creative avenues, each project, really. Okay, computer, I still think that that's my favorite one. I kind of go in between this one, Kid A, and In Rainbows. Like, all of those are pretty damn equal, I will say, in consistency, but OK Computer is usually the one that I've felt the most love for my life, which is, you know, not an original take, but whatever. Yeah, I love this album. This album is really good. Okay, let's just get into this. Obviously, there's this idea about OK Computer being released in such perfect historical timing, especially with its concept, right? Sort of the alienation, or this, like, you know, technology being a part of this alienation as the future progresses. Almost like predicting the future in a way. People have said that before, that OK Computer sort of predicted the future of society. Okay. First song. Let's go to the first song, Airbag. Oh. I read the 33.5 book of this too. Piss. One of the worst 33.5 books they have, to be honest. I was ashamed of my favorite album. This was my favorite album. Second favorite, actually. Blonde, and I like a little bit more than this. Very different from the bends. Technology, right? Technology being something that saves his life. That's the him being in the car crash, right? Really getting those drums again. What do you want me to say? Right away, their first track on here, better than any other songs they've released. You know what I mean? Like, OK Computer just hits like that right out the gate. And then next up's Paranoid Android, right? So it's like, oh, fuck me. Okay, I have to let my cat out of my room. Okay, yeah, so the one thing I wanted to say about that line that I, in an interstellar burst, comparing, like, a car crash, getting into a car crash, and then saying, like, you know, I'm back to save the universe. First off, first thing I think of is like the Big Bang Theory, right? Like some huge explosion creates life. And in here, this explosion, or his car accident, is compared to something that like resets life, or life begins again, right? Like it's, yeah. But anyways, this wanting to be really discussing technology in an interesting way. Lyrically starting off, in the neon sign, scrolling up and down, I am born again. A neon sign. I think this, again, technology, like thinking about it in the sense of like lights around you, right? Like sort of the disorientation of there being so much noise in a modernized society. In a fast German car, I'm amazed that I survived. So even like kind of putting in this element of, again, a car is another piece of technology here. Wow. That guitar, that like, it feels like it almost like circles around you. There's a very nice, there's heaviness to that bass, but it kind of sits in the back, right? Vocally, of course, it's extremely emotional out the gate. The drums are really what have fucking push. Love the tambourine on here too. It's perfect. I have no fucking problem with this song at all, and I never will. I never will. It's never not been a 10, I think. I think it's always blown me away. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're getting a shaker in here now too, right? So a lot of like instruments out of this 5-piece set really shine. And they're talking about noise, right? We're at the gate. So much transitions. This is like, I've heard this compared to Bohemian Rhapsody before. Sort of how operatic it is. It changes. Very nice acoustic on here. A little crazy there, right? And I guess that works with that title Paranoid Android. He's like, Beethoven wishes he made this song. Simple here. This like episode, right? It's almost like having this like depressive episode and then come down. That's Paranoid Android. You know, I don't have much else to say because it's one hell of a song. But yeah, coming back to it, just the last line, that God loves his children. Again, coming from this song being called Paranoid Android, it's sounding like, even from the beginning of the song, right? The beginning of this song, it seems like it is someone going insane. They're talking about voices in their head. They're talking about too much noise, like they can't escape their paranoia, really, right? And then coming into the song, right? When I am king, you'll be first against the wall with your opinion, which is of no consequence at all. It does seem like someone who wants their revenge, like, because of their state. They're thinking, like, one day I won't be in this state. One day I will be here, you will be there sort of vibe. And then that little period, that why don't you remember my name period, just the performance of that, like really diving into some chaos. You know what I mean? Like this song really feels like a downpour of emotions, like uncontrolled emotions. It's like someone bottling something up for so long, and this is the explosion. But then once that explosion's done, right? Like getting into that, like, come on, like rain down, like letting go of those emotions. They've now been let go. And waiting for some sort of quiet tranquility, beauty, right? Because coming like rain down from a great height. Think about like the voices in your head, the like freaking out at the beginning of this song, and then thinking of something such as like rain, right? Like just beautiful rain coming down on you, right? He doesn't say like thunderstorm, fucking you know what I mean? Like the way it's explained, it really is this like quiet after the storm, and then getting into it like the yuppies networking, right? Like, so in this state, he is still suggesting this like modern world that is not in his state. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm the one who has had this freak out because of the state of society or the state of the world that I'm living in, and even after, you know, my state of peace now, that doesn't change the yuppies networking, right? They continue to network, you know. There's no like waking up for a lot of people, and right, and this wake up call that this character is having, he still sees that. So, and I think the God loves his children part, and in its sarcasm, it certainly is like this just, you know, it's like, huh. You know what I mean? Like, is this really what God wanted, in a way, is how I see it. Like, God loves his children so much just to make them network. You know what I mean? That's what they're, you know, it's not hunting and gathering anymore, you know? It's fucking networking. I don't know. Okay. Great song. And this song, holy shit, this is good. Really hard on that one. Okay. So this is another perfect song. I'm pretty sure like every song on here is kind of perfect. Maybe I think that way. This one is a lot more lighter emotionally though, right? Like Airbag still has something looming with it. Paranoid Android is intense. Very, very intense. This one is much more lighter, I'd say. Like I don't feel like as depressed, right? Oh, do you know what line I really like here? So first off, obviously, like the setting. It's like a screenplay in a way. The start of this, right? It's like doing a setting. You're outside. You're in a small town. The lines I really like here though. It's that you watch your feet for cracks in the pavement, and then it goes and up above aliens hover. Because again, once we get into this song, you know, he's the character is certainly trying to suggest like, oh yeah, aliens are real. I've seen this shit. I don't think people are going to believe me, though. But then it's talking about someone else believing in some stupid human myth, you know what I mean? Or like some sort of, you know, like break your mama's back stuff, whatever the fuck, right? Like you watch your feet for cracks in the pavement, and like you're doing something that's irrational, but your brain kind of takes it as rational because of it just being so normalized in society. I guess. I don't know. Right out the gate, I can't think of anything to kind of compare that to. And then, you know, talking about these aliens kind of surveying, you know what I mean? Like, but saying home movies, specifically saying home movies does make me suggest that it's for entertainment purposes in a way, right? It's not like these aliens are researching. They're entertained by watching humanity. And then, you know, having this discussion of what they think about humans, they lock up their spirits. Okay, first off, right? So aliens are suggesting they're watching these human beings live their lives and going like they're not being their true authentic selves. They're kind of living a lie, which obviously is interesting, right? Because the next line does suggest that they're living for their secrets. So in a certain way, their inner desires are met, but not in a outward way, right? In more of an internal way, I guess. They're all uptight, right? So suggesting that there's like a lot of hypocrisy. They see a lot of hypocrisy in how humanity lives, because nobody would suggest they're uptight or that they're not living their true authentic lives or really being open with themselves, right? But they will criticize everyone else for the opposite. And then someone suggesting, right, like, and again, maybe this person saying they want to, like, be with the aliens, show me the world as I'd love to see it. I think there's something very interesting about this, actually, to suggest, like, again, it's almost as if this human is thinking the same way as the aliens, right? Like saying, okay, the aliens are looking at this and seeing how humanity is kind of veering off of the best course possible. But the one interesting line I think here is the take me on board their beautiful ship, show me the world as I'd love to see it. More so because you live on Earth. Like, you live on Earth. Like, you have the ability to see the world, but you're taking, like, a non-human's perspective instead of, you know, the gift that you do have, which is a human perspective. And then, but again, the song does end where he's not saying, like, they're uptight. It's like, I'm just uptight, right? So, I have a lot. Yeah, great song. Next up is a even cooler song here. Exit music for a film, which was used as exit music for a film. It was used for the Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet.
Wake from your sleep. Dry your tears, pack and get dressed before your father hears us. you choke, that you choke.
Slowing it down to do that, we hope that you choke. Oh my gosh. What intense emotions from this one. What intense emotions from this one. How consistent this project is, eh? There's like going track by track by track. There's no like pacing problems at all. You're not like, okay, I'm listening to an album. You know what I mean? It's just you're in, or at least for me, right? I'm in the moment. I'm in the moment. I don't even. Oh, it's nuts. The funniest thing is that the start of this song, they're like talking about like, okay, we're like leaving or eloping, sort of, right? Romeo and Juliet is the movie it's used for, so it kind of does make sense. Yeah, and it sort of feels like the song is sort of attacking some sort of authority as well, right? Especially with the, we hope your rules and wisdom choke you. So someone who's supposed to have wisdom, or someone who is sort of has power over you, you are, you know, being critical of. And then, you know, ending this song off with the we hope that you choke, right? So basically it really is just like some sort of fuck you song. This is as fuck you as Radiohead can get, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Now this song next, this is like easily, this is definitely my favorite Radiohead song. Happiness to this, but not. So that's my favorite song of all time. I don't know what it is. But there is, again, lyrically, there's sad elements, and let's go through the lyrics, because there's sad elements and there's certainly some sort of happy elements. You know, kind of discussing technology, sort of this a rational element, like stop, go, you know what I mean? Like, not, like, sort of without, there's no emotion to these technological actions, right? Seeing this mundanity of life. Again, right, it goes the emptiest of feelings, that's what it's discussing. Disappointed people clinging on to bottles when it comes, it's so disappointing. So they are suggesting this just, you know, humanity or society here, the society that Tom is talking about, being so lost. So lost. They have no idea what they're doing with their lives, and it seems as if they never will. But then I do really like this a very interesting... I don't know if this is talking about, you know, again, I'm just making this up based off of what I think it is, but this one day I'm going to grow rings a chemical reaction, hysterical and useless. I do think, interestingly enough, like this is talking about death, maybe. And right before this, again, already talking about, like, you know, this emotionless society, or things being emotionless, and then talking about, like, don't get sentimental, it always ends up drivel. So, like, you know, this character here that Tom is playing is certainly an emotional being, but there's almost like there's some guilt for it. But, you know, this song is my favorite song just based off the sound alone, just feeling like, again, music obviously has a physical reaction to people. I really do feel like there's a sense of my shoulders dropping or just letting go of things. Like, I feel like a song being able to make you just, like, let go. Like, you can read the energy of the song, it's like hitting you or something like that. Wow. Yeah, it's great. It's great. This is a pretty big song, single here. I'm gonna share a story actually about this song because I think it'll be funny. Back in my hometown, when I lived there, going out to the nightclubs, not nightclubs. This was a city, like, it's not like a big city, right? So there isn't like any nightclubs. We did get one nightclub later. There was like one other one, but it's just shit. But the place I was at here was just like a bar. It certainly got busy. And some nights there'd be some dude who'd play acoustic songs, set up or whatever. I was with my friend, and I was like, I wanted to play Radiohead. So then he yells, he's like, play Radiohead. And so he does, and he plays Karma Police. I remember, I saw this guy play live a lot. I remember having a great ass time multiple times. Oh shit. I'm not sure if this was, if he was performing Jimmy Eat World or if it was like someone else, but, yeah, but I remember having a smoke, going outside, and I like hugged him. I was like, thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. Okay. Piano and acoustic really blend well together here. All the music videos are really good for this album. Holy shit.
This is what you get when you mess with love.
that emotion and just vibing with it. Other songs I feel take you on journeys. This one's just saying relax. Relax, feel the vibes here. But I think it's pretty funny, you know, Karma Police, it's like this character is getting back at society in a way, getting back at certain people for the way they've acted. I do think like Hitler Hairdo is making me feel ill. I certainly feel like this song is talking about people who are like corrupt or like spreading propaganda in a way. And this is what you'll get when you mess with us. Mess with the world by like spreading false information or like a narrative for people to follow. This may not be real, but I'm just saying I feel this way when it's like a restless man, he talks in maths. Like he's like a detuned radio. So in a way, there's this person who is making some sort of conspiracy theory or like paranoid narrative for people to follow, and then like her Hitler hairdo is making me feel ill. So they're getting back at these people for this sort of propagandizing, I guess. And obviously Hitler hairdo, Hitler being one of the biggest people obviously to spread propaganda. Okay, great song. Now we have this interlude here.
Fitter, happier, more productive, comfortable, not drinking too much, regular exercise at the gym, a patient better driver, a safer car, baby smiling in backseat, sleeping well, no bad dreams, no paranoia, careful to all animals, favors for favors, fond but not in love, charity standing orders, on Sundays leaving old supermarket, no killing moths or putting boiling water on the hands, some escape, no self-employed, concerned, but
love the piano here, love this sort of eerie nature.
In society,
Strings too.
not idealism, will not like a cat, tied to a stick, that's driven into frozen winter shit, the ability to act at weakness, calm.
It's too good. Honestly, like this isn't even a 10. Like if the bed's is a 9.5, this has to be an 11. I gotta be honest with you. That's one thing I gotta say. Fitter, happier. Yeah, this is like one of the best interludes of all time. Really, it's packed with substance. Packed with substance. Really, it almost seems like it's someone trying to prove to a therapist that they're doing okay, but at the same time there's a robot voice, right? So it almost feels like it's taking the life out of living your life, and you're just doing what's expected of you. That's sort of what this song really makes me feel. Oh. Cowbell on a Radiohead song? When? Okay, yeah, so then this saying, I will stop at nothing, say the right things when electioneering. Just going back to that last song, like he talks in mass, or this Hitler hairdo, right, and the coming back at you. And now this song taking the position of a character who is just lying to get your vote. All right, and you see how happy Tom's voice is? Like, this character is just, yeah. Like a handsome Jack character, how much you're a fucking asshole. Just watching the world burn. That's the first thing I thought of. honest, I like going through these lyrics too, because when I was a child, not a child, but like a teenager listening to this, I didn't need to like have this like really emotional understanding of what was going on for it to be my favorite album, right? But this just makes it better, okay? It's already this good, now it's better. I love that line too, voodoo economics, right? Like talking about like voodoo economics, like it's not real economics, like it's like, you know, it's some magic making this up. That's kind of cool, right? Again, the line that I really want to talk about, again, we already understand that this song is about like some fucking corrupt politician, just some piece of shit who's literally only doing it for power, control. It's not for the people. Like, even in the tone of voice that Tom's talking about, like, saying it, right? It's not a... Yeah, the person's not doing it for a good reason. But this line, the line that I really like is the one, I go forwards, you go backwards, right? Like, talking about his political campaign. The people... This is... And again, I do want to compare this... I do want to compare this to Donald Trump. I'm going to compare it to Donald Trump because in Trumpism, you know what I mean, like this sort of very rapid, insane phenomenon, really, that happened with the Republican government in the U.S., right? Donald Trump is able to spread a lot of lies in his campaign. And again, this song's 1997, Donald Trump got elected in 2016, okay? So seeing sort of the parallels here. But, you know, when Donald Trump goes forwards, his fan base or his voters go backwards by consistently believing in these lies, right? January 6th, the election being stolen. Donald Trump didn't do fuck all to stop that. He actually provoked his fans to go, right? Donald Trump continues to go forwards there. What happens with his fans? They go backwards. Ah, fuck. Tommy! Tommy, you clever boy. Music video of him drowning his head and the lyrics coming up. Wow. And lyrically, this one's very full of substance. Johnny on the Glockenspiel. Music video really speaks for the lyrics, though, I will say. No Surprises is like a, you know, kind of levels out emotions, I think, with Climbing Out the Walls, right? Love the song lyrically, I really do. I don't know, there's something euphoric about the way that he comes across here. With the song too, it starts off really, and you really do feel like he's describing just, you know, things you can't change in this life. You wish there's things you could change, right? You feel like shit, like a heart that's full up like a landfill, like, you know, you've been treated like shit before, things aren't perfect, and you're like, what the hell? You fucking hate your job, okay? There's things that won't, bruises that won't heal, right? Like, there's just things that you can't get rid of. You know what I mean? Bring down the government. They don't speak for us, right? Like, suggesting too, like, you just feel trapped and hopeless. The world is just fucking hopeless. They don't speak for us. I'll take a quiet life, a handshake of carbon monoxide. So preferring, like, so saying after that, right, is just like wanting to give up, wanting to hide away from having to function in society. No alarms, no surprises, silent, silent. Get rid of everything. You know what I mean? Tom York wants to be cottagecore, okay? You know what I mean? He wants to go live in a cottage and leave everything. Leave everything. Yeah, this is my final fit, my final bellyache with. So this really is, he really is, this song is sort of like, he's thought of this song before, emotionally, but the only reason why this song exists is because it finally needed to be said. This is his final fit. It's a perfect song. It's a perfect song, okay? We're standing on the edge. Oh my gosh. I don't actually even have words right now. Like, I have nothing coming to me at this point with this song, really. Guitar, wow. Shocking emotion with that one. Beautiful cymbal work. Yeah, but saying the beginning of the song, I'm gonna roll this time. I think this could be interpreted two ways, right? It could be like he's just being like sarcastic, or he could be saying like he's on a roll with his unluck, and that's why he's saying he feel. But again, the song does say like I feel like my luck could change. But again, saying something like it's going to be a glorious day, and then talking about, I don't know, the lyrics are very strange, right? Saying that and then talking about being in an air crash or being in a lake, like some incident happened in a lake, but then saying, because I'm your superhero, it's like, you're not the superhero in this situation, right? You're the one who's being saved. And then also, again, we're standing on the edge, which, again, we're standing on the edge kind of is familiar or similar to the saying, like, I feel like my luck could change. You don't know if your luck could change. You're kind of in the middle of that. Yeah. Okay, final song, though. Final song. Ooh! Very good one. A very good one. The Tourist. Should we talk a little bit about The Tourist? First off, that "Hey man, idiot, slow down." Oh my gosh, the power of this fucking man. The power that this man has. Wow. Again, "Hey man, slow down," or "Idiot, slow down," and then, you know, sometimes I get overcharged. That's when you see sparks. Again, this album continuously kind of talking about this modern society where people are forgetting to like live. You know what I mean? I feel like all of us have probably had moments like this in our life, right? Like you're so in the moment of things, and then one day or 1 second, right, you're just like, huh. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, I'm out of this, like you're not living, not really living, but you are living. But so I think with this song really saying that, like, slow down, and idiot, slow down, right? Like, wake up, idiot, wake up, okay? Like, stop with this schedule or living in this you know, you're forgetting to actually be human. You know what I mean? It's you know, you're in the Matrix, but not the Andrew Tate Matrix. Okay, I don't know where I was at because my battery died. Battery finally dies. I'm like just finished the album. That kind of sucks. But yeah, I do think that having this song that sort of is like really reflecting on all the other songs, right? Like, okay, I have been telling you about this like alienated society, this society that is, you know, missing some sense of humanity or innate reasons for why we live. And this song's sort of having a positive message, I'd say. I'd say even if Tom York's calling you an idiot, he's doing it in a very endearing way, because he's saying, like, us humans all have the capability to be idiots. You know, we don't want you to be an idiot. We can easily change that. Yeah. So, album, what's the score? It's an 11 out of 10. Okay, it's an 11 out of 10. It doesn't really get better than this shit, I gotta be honest with you. It does not get better, really, than this album. For me, okay, wow, what a set of tracks. I'd really say the only one that sticks out a little bit is Climbing Up the Walls, but it's still a fantastic song. With, like, still something very drastically different than all the other songs, really, that the drum on that, boom, I don't know what it is. There's like a hollowness to it in a way that really sells. Yeah, but I always feel like every song I'm really stuck in something conceptually. I'm always lost in what is being done. Even musically, the sound of it, I'm very lost. I think that's good. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? To be so in the moment with something kind of just proves to me how fantastic it is. Okay. Okay, computer, give a round of applause for this shit, okay? Like, being able to make something like this is, what a magnificent feat it really is. I'm excited for Kid A. See how Kid A matches up to this, because they're pretty damn near close. That one certainly carries similar themes conceptually, but it goes into different avenues, right? Like, conceptually, they just get so much fucking better. They really do. So that'll be exciting. Yeah. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, I know what you need to do. I know what you need to do, let me tell you. Put a comment down below. Do it! Do it! Okay, see ya. Peace.